Sure? I guess you're right.
Somebody clip that and just have that as a command as we start off our grand finals on Lightshade LE here in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner. We have the Blues player coming out for our best of 5 finals. He is going to be representing himself as well as the land of Hong Kong, arguably the most aggressive of the Southeast Asian Zerg players, and that's definitely saying something. He is GogojOey.
And in the opposite corner of the map, in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, the red Zerg player, hailing from Vietnam and currently playing for Intensity Esports, the Maru Killer himself. It is, of course, MeomaikA. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Kura. Yeah, it's best of 5.
Indeed, it is. And
looks like we got aggression coming up from Meo with the pool first.
Yeah, well, it could also just be a bit of a defensive pool for us. It kind of Meo's trademark in a ZvZ. He doesn't like being aggressive right off the bat, but he's going to use it, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Later on as the series progresses.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we always he's also like a big proponent of the extractor trick, I've noticed.
That he is. He
does it every game.
Yeah, does it almost without fail. I'm not sure if it's a ZvZ thing for Meo or if it's just something he does in every matchup, but that's just because we mostly watch MeomaikA in ZvZs.
Yeah, that's true, but I do see him do it quite often. Like basically every game, he's doing an extractor trick just to get that one extra mining drone, while waiting for the.
That is a very quick Evo chamber coming out from GogojOey.
I mean, what could he be doing? Could be +1 melee.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely option here. We'll see if he gets a lair or not, because it's not very common, but something that Zerg players every now and then do is get +1 melee and then grab a Nidus beyond that. But the much more common variant of that is just +1 melee, go across the map. Carapace actually coming from GogojOey.
Oh.
He does not trust MeomaikA.
Yeah, no, Carapace is really good in Ling versus Ling. Like ridiculously good, especially when the opponent doesn't have +1. So, I believe instead of going for the attack, he's just being careful about it.
I am so curious as to what prompted this from GogojOey. He's playing so scared.
I mean, maybe it's just like a thing of reading into the opponent. I mean, it's MeomaikA. They've played a lot. I imagine he can read him quite well. Or it could just be like a blind count, attempt at a blind counter of some sort.
Yeah, it definitely could be. I mean, they played yesterday in the finals of Grand Plappers Open. GogojOey definitely took a couple of build order losses, not anticipating what MeomaikA had his way. So maybe this might be GogojOey's way of updating himself, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's literally just like a safety blind counter attempt kind of thing, just saving himself from like a hard rush of some kind, you know?
Yeah, and can hardly blame him here.
Yeah, I mean, being able to take an extra hit is so important in Ling versus Ling.
Not only that, but even Ling Bane. I mean, with the +1 Carapace, if your opponent doesn't get the +1 melee, Lings are able to shrug off a direct hit from Baneling.
But like, GogojOey should know Meo doesn't make Banes.
That he should. Can still be helpful here as MeomaikA continues to flood in more and more and more Lings.
Yeah, but the Carapace helping the Lings stay alive just that little bit longer that he needs to win with lower numbers. You know, it keeps the Queens alive as well, makes it harder to get up that ramp. With the Queens being tougher, and now GogojOey's got decent numbers, and his speed is about to finish up, so he's gonna be able to match, if not beat, Neo here, because his +1 Carapace is finished up, and there it is. He just cleans house.
Yeah, going for that counterattack. MeomaikA back at home, just trying to do the best he can. He's getting a little bit of a panic Baneling nest, I want to say, trying to get his upgrades to not quite enough numbers for GogojOey to really break the amount of Lings and the Queens that MeomaikA has, but he can just continue to apply pressure here as he drones up back at home.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely what you said. Though Mio is getting 1-1 for melee, that should be interesting. He's actually getting Bane Nest. As you said, that's very surprising to me. He's not a Bane player. You never see him play Banes.
Yeah. Unless he's certain his opponents are going for the Banelings as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I've watched enough MeomaikA games to know that I've almost never seen him play Banes.
Just doesn't happen.
Yeah, he refuses.
It's like there's no middle ground for MeomaikA. Either he gets a Baneling that's right at the start to try to Bane bust his opponent, or he just skips that structure entirely.
Yeah, he just never.
He will go Muta Infested Ling before he makes a Baneling nest.
Yeah, the only time I've seen him use Banes is ZvZ, and even then it's very rare. Oftentimes he'll play the Ling Bane face without any Banelings.
Just a little bit of insurance here and there. Oh, the door's not a wall whatsoever for GogojOey, blocking off the ramp with morphing Banes.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try and deal with that. There is so many Lings here for GogojOey though, and they are so tough. Being at that upgrade advantage. But
I thought those Lings morphed into Banelings right as GogojOey came in, but no, it was a cancel.
He canceled them. But yeah, I mean, now that I think MeomaikA attacked a little bit early. He swung a bit early there. I mean, his 1-1 finished just after his attack failed.
Yeah, I mean, he saw an opportunity. He decided to go straight for it, but it's unfortunate that his upgrades were just a second or two away from that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he definitely slipped up on a timing there. Was a little bit fast, but he went a little bit headstrong with his attack. And it cost him. He ended up having all of his units traded out, including the Banelings, having to be cancelled. So, yeah, it'd have to be a bit of a reset.
Yeah, defended pretty well against GogojOey's counter aggression. So we're kind of seeing things even out a little bit. MeomaikA, his foot is still on the gas pedal though.
Yeah, he's making a lot of Lings. Like he's making even more Lings right now, and that is just so many Lings right now. +1 Lings too. Oh.
Yeah, and these are going to hit very hard, even with Carapace. Nice surround onto the majority of the Roach Ravager. No, the Banelings crashing into morphing eggs.
Yeah, they went straight into the larva. And it looks like here, with the number of Roaches he had and the Lings to buffer, he's going to be able to get out of that surround.
Yeah, and honestly, MeomaikA dealt a lot of army damage here against GogojOey's own army over there, but not able to do much beyond that. I mean, killed, what, 2 drones and a queen. That was a very heavy investment.
A queen, a few roaches, and other than that, nothing really.
I was just sort of continuing to stream Lings across the map, kind of banging his head against the wall. He really needs to take a step back. He's getting his lair. So his own Roach Warren, which is good.
It's a bit late.
But it's very late. He's definitely playing catch up here. He's in workers, which is something, but
again,
tech-wise, he is so far behind.
Yeah, that Roach Warren is so late for ZvZ. Like, he's still on Ling Bane this far into the game, which is definitely to his disadvantage. I mean, we saw he got a full surround on like a bunch of Roaches and Lings, and he still lost the fight.
Indeed, he did. I mean, that's kind of what happens, right? When you have enough Roaches, they sort of provide their own little buffer.
Yeah, and he had the Lings in front of the Roaches too. Ooh, a good catch here from GogojOey.
Yeah, wasting the transfuse energy here of MeomaikA.
Yep.
And actually should be able to...
Yeah,
GogojOey should be able to force this. Yeah, start to push in.
Yeah, he can start working at this third. Ling's coming in as well to buffer and to slow down the reinforcements of MeomaikA as he works on the middle line there. A few drones, but instead going to focus on the army here because he knows he's going to overpower this side of the army while the rest come spawning in from that third base.
And this is starting to look a little bit better for MeomaikA, but GogojOey already getting a lot of damage done. 5 drones have gone down, as well as every single one of his queens. And that was just... I feel like that was worst case scenario for GogojOey, right? And he's still looking really good. Can continue to press his advantage. Another queen goes down, as well as a heck of a lot of drones.
Yeah, even with Defender's advantage, GogojOey able to just overpower MeomaikA here. And he's still doing so much damage. Like, there's nothing left here for Meo.
GG is called.
GG is called.
GogojOey fighting back so well today. Looking to avenge his loss from yesterday's Platypus Open.
That he sure is. I mean, he's looking for the money. He wants the money. He wants to take MeomaikA's dad's money.
That's so funny to think about.
Your pocket money, my pocket money.
Give me your lunch money, nerd.
Basically. Yeah, MeomaikA thought that was
brutal.
his money. No,
Yeah.
it is GogojOey's pocket money.
He's gonna get a lecture from Lord Loken at the end of the tournament. Like, you're not getting a car.
There goes your college funds. There goes your trust fund. No more. No more trust fund.
Throwing it all away, spending it all on sour Skittles.
Lord Logan sounds like the kind of guy to give his child a trust fund, considering how much money
and then rip it away from them.
Yeah, on a moment's notice. Like, I mean, man's got a lot of money.
Indeed he does.
I don't doubt he could afford a trust fund.
That's why we always appreciate that he's throwing some of them our way over here.
You guys managed to rope in a rich
number
person.
one gift subber of all time for Cranky
Yeah.
Ducklings.
It's impressive you guys managed to rope in a rich person, so now shit can be, stuff can be a lot easier.
Yeah.
When you got a rich person helping you out, I mean, it's pretty good. I wouldn't know. I don't know any rich people.
It's pretty nice.
It would be nice if any rich people, though.
I think if I know any stories, because I went to school with a lot of rich people
Oh, I mean,
back
same.
in the day.
The rich people at my school just bought a lot of alcohol and drugs.
Oh.
Yeah. I was offered meth once. I said no.
That's good.
Yeah, high school is
Don't
an
want to be Jesse Pinkman. Well, you don't want to be Jesse Pinkman. I kind of do.
Okay. Science, yeah.
Wire.
Yeah. I'm Jesse. I don't know what he sounds like. It's been a while since I watched the show.
Did I tell? I feel like I need. I'm gonna need a. Yeah, I need time to get that ready. But we're gonna be continuing on to Pillars of Gold. LE holding up the rest of the current map pool. Also LE here in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner. The Blues player coming down from the land of Hong Kong, already up 1-0 in his best of 5 finals. Just needs to win 2 more. And he's walking home with all of the Matcherino money plus the base prize pool. He is coming down from Hong Kong, GogojOey.
And on the opposite side of the map, in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Zerg player coming from Vietnam. Playing for Intensity Esports, he's the man that killed Maru. It is, of course, MeomaikA. Okay, we actually have a hatch first from both sides.
What?
That's wild to me.
They actually trust one another enough?
Both of them went hatch first.
And it's funny that MeomaikA went hatch first after losing a
Oh,
game
yeah.
as well. I mean, he's like, okay, you've won your game, GogojOey. That means I know you're not going to be aggressive in game number 2.
Of all the people I know that would go for a non-aggressive pool first, it's MeomaikA. Like, he will get it harass and not really all in until about 5 minutes into the game when he then all ins and loses all his links to a baneling. But he actually went hatch first. I don't think I've ever seen MeomaikA go hatch first.
I definitely have not. Not even in ZvT or CVP, I feel.
Yeah.
Always gets that pool first. Alright, this is a new and improved MeomaikA. I mean, I was talking to the light about it yesterday. It feels like ever since getting picked up by Intensity Gaming, MeomaikA has been evolving a lot of the aspects of his play. It's hard to tell whether it's because he got picked up on a new team or if, it's something that was going to happen regardless with Meo, but it is what it is. It does definitely feel like he's
What it is.
a bit of a different player nowadays.
Yeah? I don't know, man. It's definitely... I mean, we just saw him play Banes.
which is kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah, that's new. Or, you know, it's not
But
new,
he did.
but
Yeah,
it's
but he,
definitely not something you see often.
but he did drop that game, so maybe that reinforces in his mind, okay, if I go Banes, that's not how I want to do this. MeomaikA making a lot of links here.
Yeah, even with the pool first, he's still gonna go for some Ling-based aggression, maybe get a scout off as well. Probably waiting for that Ling speed to finish up as GogojOey again. With the delayed speed here. MeomaikA's even making a third base at a normal time. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, he still is being very aggressive though, marching across the map. This isn't your standard scouting Lings. Taking the long way around, but GogojOey sees it anyway. Doesn't quite matter in the end.
He was looking for some merry-go-round like this, and the wall is already ready.
And Queens are already in position. Not a lot of entry on them, but we should be seeing a couple more rally here. Roach Run finished up as well. So, yeah, we're going to be getting a couple of range units to continue to support this defense for GogojOey. Getting a lot slicker with his Evo Chamber micro.
Yeah,
I don't see MeomaikA really breaking through. He's starting to, though. Oh, but only one link slipped in.
Yeah, it was not a wall for just a second, but in the end, chased away. And GogojOey is free to make a lair, and I mean, he went straight for +1 range very early on. Like, that was a quick +1 range. So he's looking to
push. Was. Indeed, he is going to be applying a little bit of pressure with his own Lings. He knows he's behind when it comes to the hatchery, so whatever he can really do to keep MeomaikA back, equalize the economies as much as he can as he gets ready for the eventual push.
That's right. Just trying to buy himself enough space to get that army set together.
GogojOey doesn't even care that Lings are on his own Lings. Just goes straight for the third base. He knows that's what he needs to get a little bit ahead in this game. And then he just backs away.
Yeah, I mean, evening up the base count is really good for GogojOey if he's playing like an aggressive play. He is getting that third, which will help with the production, but I don't think he's really going to be looking to get too many more drones. I mean, he started Roach production, and he shouldn't be really making any more drones at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that MeomaikA is going to look to counter harass with his own couple of Lings, so should be spending his larva on drones like that. Going to be forced to cancel his third base. A little unfortunate for GogojOey, but he's still in a pretty fantastic position right now.
Oh, yeah, no. Ooh, but Mio going for the signature Southeast Asian meter switch.
Indeed, he is.
I mean,
not even bothering at all with the Roach Horn.
Yeah, just skipping the Roach Horn. Just going straight for the mutas. The Mutt pig says.
That can really do a lot. I mean, we'll see how dedicated GogojOey is going to be with his roaches. If GogojOey gets enough of them, then we will get to the point where he just marches across the map, does not care one bit. But
ignore the mutas.
But the other side of that coin, we also will have to see how dedicated MeomaikA is going to be, right? Is he going to be, focusing a lot more in, having the Mutalisk as his main army, or is he just going to use them for harass? Either way, GogojOey, he really needs to see that it's coming his way, get a couple of spores up.
Yeah, I don't think there's any spores. He's not thinking about that at all. He's not. You should be suspicious that this is still only Lings and there's no Roach Warren.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. I mean, it's not uncommon for the Zerg player to harass with only Lings, but it's definitely uncommon to have that many Lings for your harass.
Yeah, especially if you're in a ZvZ where you're going for the roaches, for the Roach v Roach, but here we go, 9 mutas and a +1 coming out. There's enough here. It can make sure that he keep him from dying from an all-in from GogojOey, but there isn't enough mutas. GogojOey can literally walk across the map and end the game. I mean, just ignore the mutas.
Yeah, I'm just looking out for the spore count right now. GogojOey not building any, does not expect this to be the way. He's getting a Nidus at the moment, which isn't bad. I mean, worse comes to worse. He can try to go for a bit of a base trade, but he does have a lot of queen. Oh, he sees the mutas.
Yeah.
I fear that's a little bit too late. The Nidus is coming up, so it looks like GogojOey is trying to go for a bit of a pseudo base trade here.
He's gonna try to go for the all-in, but he's got to protect the Nidus here, because if the Nidus gets killed and that Nidus on the other side of the map doesn't come up, they're stuck in there. The supply is gone.
Literally dead supply, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can... There's like a clip of what was it, Starduck killing off a Nidus?
Yeah, and immediately the supply plummeted. Archons, man.
Supply a second, which is 50 supply gone. But yeah, he's pushing in here, and he's got the Nidus going. I mean, there's a decent Roach count here, but it's starting to get thinned out a little bit. I mean, MeomaikA is spreading out his mute account to try and deal with this. He does.
Yeah, and there are also plenty of links here to try to go for this surround.
Yeah.
Not really targeting the roaches at the moment. GogojOey trying to make the best use he can of choke points, but not gonna be enough. GG is called. MeomaikA taps out that series sideways 1-1.
Very nicely played. Mio with the mutas, it worked out for him. He was able to keep them hidden for long enough that it worked out.
And with that, I mean, MeomaikA not gonna be sated with just tying up the series. He wants that
Lord Logan money.
Championship. Yeah, exactly.
Wants the Lord Logan pocket money.
Wants the car keys.
Yeah. He wants the car. That's, yep. He wants the college tuition.
Yeah, something along those lines here. Let's see, as I go back to MeomaikA posted earlier, Jagannath is going to be our next map.
Yeah. Yeah. That is, oops, sorry. Give me a sec. Here we go.
It's all well and good. Oh, I already made a lobby. We're going to be jumping right on in. To Jagannath.
Yeah. Sorry, I just, a message.
All good here.
Yeah,
not
sorry.
quite the ace match as we are in a best of 5. So you can sort of call it the king match if we're using that that card analogy.
But it's not the card analogy, and ace is the best player on a team, and that's where ace match came from because of team league formats.
Yeah.
Like an ace, like a pilot, like an ace pilot is like the best pilot on the squad, you know. And your ace in a team league is the best player in your team. You revive for the final game.
You know what?
That's why it's called
the
an
most
ace
valuable
match.
card.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess it can be seen as based in cards, but I don't think it's whatever.
Continuing on to Jagannath LE for our king match here in the top right-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top right-hand corner of the map. He is a blues player, showing off some very good decision-making yesterday and today as well so far in our series, but not quite enough yet. I mean, it was enough for him to take game number 1, but not quite in game number 2. Let's see if he can take it all the way home. Representing himself as well as Hong Kong, he is GogojOey.
And currently tied up in the series in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is of course the red Zerg player hailing from Vietnam and playing for Intensity Gaming, the Mario Killer himself. It is MeomaikA.
This time he will in fact be going for that defensive pool.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, just going for that early pull, just being safe, just in case anything happens.
Especially in a map like Jagannath. It's pretty long, but not the actual length of the map isn't that. The actual area of the map isn't that much, and there are always speed zones here as well that GogojOey can try to take advantage of. At least that's what MeomaikA is thinking right now.
Yeah, it's definitely deceptively long. Like it looks long, but it looks long, but it isn't necessarily that long. That's because of the speed zones.
Yeah, and it's also very straightforward. It's not like it snakes around like a map like Romanticide.
Yeah, it's a very straight line. Like you can draw a straight line basically from the front of the natural to the front of the opponent's natural. And
no need to rally around that. You aren't gonna have any of your units going on their own little adventures because again the rallies get kind of messed up on a map that snakes around. But yeah, in this case, as MeomaikA is demonstrating, clicks once, the 4 links. They're already in GogojOey's natural.
Yep, it's a straight line. He's gonna be able to snipe. Oh, he doesn't snipe the drone. Or maybe he does.
Almost gets it. He wants that drone. He's got the bloodlust. It's injured here, Alyx. He needs to go for it. But GogojOey's making it so hard for him to do so. Not gonna get it. He wants to get it. But the queen will chase it away. MeomaikA has to try again.
GogojOey going with the early +1 Carapace again. It's definitely interesting.
Well, it won him game number 1. Game number 2, he didn't go for the Carapace, and he lost the game, so a little bit of a correlation there. Not necessarily causation, but definitely a Toyota Corolla. So the maps, one of the rounds I think MeomaikA is looking into.
Sure. I mean, if that's... I don't understand anything you just said to me.
Corolla kind of sounds like correlation.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
That was more
A
gibberish.
lot more links coming out from MeomaikA here. He really wants a drone, Alyx.
Yeah, he wants to kill a drone, and there's a spine here. GogojOey, he understands MeomaikA. He knows this man has, like... He's just on a lot of drugs. The only button on his keyboard is the Zergling button. Like, he took off the keycap on every other key, and then he just has the Zergling button, and he plays the rest of the game with his mouse.
Occasionally he'll make a Hydra, but yeah, for the most part he wants to be a lot more Zerg heavy. GogojOey, I feel like he's pulling a bit of a 180 from what I normally expect out of him. He is, again, I see him as the most aggressive player in the region, but he's playing this out super defensively. I guess he kind of realized that playing aggressive against MeomaikA doesn't really work out for him, so he's just switching up his tactics here. I like it.
And he's going for, instead of very defensive style, trying to absorb all that MeomaikA could throw at him and come back stronger by just having an econ lead.
Which MeomaikA is making it difficult for him to do so. He's continuing to run these lings into that base, getting a couple of drones here, so should be feeling somewhat sated for the early game, but still trying to get whatever he can get done.
Mio's still ahead in workers, but he has cut off drones for the time being. Ooh, that was a good snipe on the drone. That's delaying the third.
Yeah, delays the third. Once again, just keeping him a little bit ahead in the economy. Spending a lot on the roaches right now, and we'll see if he decides to ever make another drone.
I mean, 36 is a good cutoff point for a roach all-in.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty good cutoff point for a roach all-in, but see if MeomaikA is actually all-in. He's super all-in. He's super all-in, Alyx. I don't know why I'm trying to paint this in a different light.
The Vietnamese stroll, you know?
Yeah, the tuk-tuk, if you will, because there are the speed zones around here.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the Vietnamese one.
We use the speed zones, right? Because it goes like...
Yeah, but I don't think tuk-tuks are not a Vietnamese thing. They're a Thai thing.
Oh yeah, that's why you have to specify it's the Vietnamese tuk-tuk.
God damn it, I think we talked about this before.
Otherwise, people would think that's the Thai one.
Oh, God. I should stop arguing this.
MeomaikA coming in
with a ton of lings and drones, and he's brought the Karens, who are still on their way. But still,
honestly, GogojOey has a very good defensive setup over here. He's used up most of his transfuse, though. The spines are still standing strong, but MeomaikA with a heck of a lot of roaches. Far too much for GogojOey to deal with, it seems. Boys are being
so many roaches here. If he can clean up the roaches, MeomaikA can dive onto the spines and really win this, though the queen's getting caught out. Karens.
Yeah, GogojOey making the best use of his lings. He knows that they're not really going to be useful back at home. He doesn't really need much of a buffer for anything, really.
Yeah, I mean, Mio's honestly getting a little bit stifled here. He doesn't want to overcommit because he doesn't have reinforcements coming in yet.
Yeah, definitely a lot better for him to push in with everything he's got. Let the Zerglings tank a couple of these spine shots. He's still playing it very careful. Wants to wait for the roaches to come out of position. GogojOey does mutas now.
GogojOey's got the mutas out, but the position from it is very nice, cutting down the surface area quite a lot. But this natural base is going to go down, and this could be devastating economically for GogojOey.
Yeah, GogojOey has to go all in at this point, and I'm not seeing it work out his way. I mean, I'm still looking at MeomaikA with the massive supply lead.
Yeah, he's got a big supply lead. I mean, GogojOey being on one base is just... It's game ending. It's checkmate. There's not really much he can do to recover. Like, he's gonna be behind for the rest of the game. He's gonna be down a bunch of pieces, you know what I mean? Chess words.
Pretty much is, yeah. Like, king me, I think is another one of those chess terms, but...
No.
That's
No,
really
it's
what
Queen Bee.
MeomaikA is saying. MeomaikA is saying, you know, I'm on the opposite end. You can king my piece or something
No,
like that.
no, queen. It's called queening because you can't turn a pawn into a king. You can only
So
have
in-
one.
In that diagonal section, he's
Why did I even try?
yeah, GogojOey surprisingly holding that, but as you said, this is very much game-ending damage. I mean, he's revealed his hand, his Muta hand, very, very early on. MeomaikA already well spored up, and he's getting even more. Look at the amount of queens here, Alyx. Getting the queens caught out in the middle of the map does not deter him whatsoever.
Got the whole PTA with him. The whole Parent Teachers Association, all the Karens are here. They're ready. And they're ready to take on the Mutas. Like, where are you guys going? Where are you coming from? Get back here.
This is
You
a
need
school
someone.
zone.
Yes, this is a school zone. 35km/h speed limit. What are you doing so fast here? You know?
It's a speed zone now, lady. Sorry about the meters, I imagine, say as they pass through the speed zones, but yeah, again, I mean, GogojOey's doing a good job of trying to keep the supply of MeomaikA low, but doubt that's going to be enough. Every time he does that, he's also giving away his position, letting MeomaikA know where he needs to position his anti-air.
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, Mio just has double the worker supply up almost.
Well, yes, double the worker supply for now. I have a little bit of faith in these mutas, right, to just kill as many drones as they can, but and it's not just the worker count, I suppose. It's also just the sheer production MeomaikA has, being on 3 bases versus GogojOey's now 2 bases, but for the longest time it was 1 base.
Yeah, he was on 1 base production for so long. Like, he only just got his 2nd base up like a minute ago. Alright, and his 3rd has just gone down. It's only just about to finish up. Like, he's so far behind in production, though. I think MeomaikA is good on drones right now. He's cut off. He's just still making units.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Get the Hydroden in just to deal with the mutas more effectively. I'm sure MeomaikA would love to end the game purely on roaches, but not exactly feasible when GogojOey's got that many mutas out at this point. He can still do damage, but not game-ending damage.
Honestly,
Well,
I think
game-ending damage, but not killing damage.
Yeah, honestly, I think he could have gone for the Hydroden a little earlier. It feels a bit late with mutas already on the map to be just going for a Hydroden now.
Yeah, but he was focusing a lot more on his defenses. I definitely get it from MeomaikA here. Wanted to make sure that he was, you know, secure against the harass before getting ready for a counterattack.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
And I mean, he is ahead. He can definitely afford to take his time.
He has time. He has space. Like, he's so far ahead right now.
Jim.
Yeah. Oh, these mutas though. There is a decent muta count.
Yeah, about enough to ignore a couple of shots from Spore Crawlers as they try to do as much damage as they can. If they can deny the upgrades, it's actually going to be huge here. MeomaikA is probably one to push out even despite getting the upgrades denied, but that just weakens up the push so much.
Yeah.
MeomaikA going to hold on to that though. His
Karen's?
plus 1/1 is going to finish.
Yep, Karen's doing a good bit of damage. Good bit of discourage them.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Graffitiing.
What?
I imagine that's what they be saying for continuing the PTA bit.
Oh, yeah. I finally processed what you said.
For a second, it looked like GogojOey was setting up for a drop alert, but no, does not have the gas for it.
Yeah, he's just vibing. He's just hanging out.
Yeah, trying to just stay alive as long as he can.
Oh my god, the Vietnamese
Win
troll. Here they
so
come.
many queens.
So many queens, and he's got a Hydras on the way too. Finally.
I will say that they are still very exposed here. Not exposed enough for the mutas to take him out, but definitely enough for maybe a couple of lings to try to pin them and get something done. MeomaikA move commanding a little bit too much, but it might not matter in the end. Look at that supply lead he's got, and he gets right on top of everything GogojOey has. Every single one of his units is shooting.
Ooh, a decent dodge in the bows there. He's gonna take out a spine. He still has the numbers advantage here. Defenders advantage might come into play, but those mutas still on the other side of the map. MeomaikA not back here yet, and there's still so many queens on the way. And there's gonna be Hyde just rallying across the map in just about a second, and these roaches are getting cleaned up quite well.
GogojOey tried to sandwich over there, but the patty was too thick. GG's call, MeomaikA on match point.
He's a game up, he's on match point, and we'll have to see how this next map goes. Very well played from Mio. I mean, he just held such a consistent lead after like taking out that natural base. It took him a while to end the game, but in the end, it was basically guaranteed.
Pretty much was at that point. I mean,
he's at twice.
GogojOey really needed a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, when you have twice your opponent's workers for a solid few minutes, like, there's no shot, right? It's just a matter of, him reaching that point where he can win the game. But considering how far ahead MeomaikA was, there's just no shot.
Exactly. It's definitely a lot more on. I mean, he really needed MeomaikA to throw at that point forward. That's supposed to really being able to decisively turn the game around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was just
Sweet.
It was just such a big gap.
Which is why we'll see what happens now on Romanticide. I feel like if GogojOey does the same thing he did on Jagannatha here, will definitely work out better for him, but it might not be in the cards for him. Might just try to do something a little bit different, a little cheekier to get out of being get to the ace match. That's worse.
Perhaps we'll have to see. Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what MeomaikA does here, honestly, because again, he's an extremely unpredictable player, so we have to see how he wants to try and secure the victory, or if he just wants to play it safe, you know, make sure he doesn't throw it.
As we continue on to what could potentially be the final map of the evening, hopefully it's not though, here in the bottom right-hand corner map, swinging all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, the red ZvZ player coming down from the land of Vietnam. He is going to be representing Intensity Esports, the cat himself, the Grand Platypus, also apparently the Grand Pelican, question mark? Not sure where that came from. But most importantly, Lord Loken's son, he is MeomaikA.
Sorry. In the top left-hand corner of the map, the blue Zerg player, currently down one match, 1-2 in this series, hailing from the land of Hong Kong and currently teamless. Get on it, team players. And, you know, one of MeomaikA's rivals, honestly. It is, of course, GogojOey.
Yeah, that was definitely the main Southeast Asia rivalry of 2020, I'd say. GogojOey and MeomaikA, both of them going back and forth in so many events.
Yeah, I mean, GPO finals very often GogojOey and MeomaikA if they didn't meet earlier on.
And even then, sometimes we had a double elimination bracket, so they'd have a rematch in the finals there.
Yep, definitely two of the stronger Zergs in the region that play in these weeklies. You know, you don't often see Ender playing weeklies. He's very much the kind of player that'll just sit back, practice a lot, you know, train with his team, etc. And then, you know, he'll show up at the big events. He'll show up at the ends of champs and the dream hacks and all that, and just
somehow win it all, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of clap. He just kind of claps, you know, just takes it.
Indeed, he does takes it all the way to DreamHack.
Ender signed up for GPO yesterday, but didn't check in. Oh no.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there, but I guess to kind of be expected. I think Ender, for the most part, he was kind of telling us that his internet is very unpredictable. I mean, he tried to stream a couple of times in the past, and it did not work out too well.
Yeah,
it's good enough for qualifiers and stuff because he really. That's when he really makes sure nobody else in the building is using the internet at that point. But yeah, you can't really do that regularly.
I mean, I guess he also has to focus because I am Katowice started. Or Katowice.
Yeah?
Is it Katowice? I think it's Katowice.
Yeah, Katowice, the round 36 has started last night, continuing on later on tonight. Probe, unfortunately, knocked out. But still plenty to watch out for.
Yep, we shall have to see how that goes. I missed today's matches, because I was taking a nap.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you'll be able to be awake for here, as we are seeing sheer, unadulterated chaos right out of the bat from both of our players.
Yeah.
Both of them really wanting to be aggressive with the Lings, but MeomaikA getting the upper hand of them.
Yeah, he's definitely ahead in the worker count and in the not falling behind in the army account as GogojOey gets a round of Lings out. But at the end of this, MeomaikA comes out on top in the econ. Very quick Roach War in here too.
Yeah, kinda, well, I want to say surprising, but shouldn't really be too surprising for MeomaikA. He does like his roaches on or Manta side. I think we're going to be seeing another Stroll / Tuk coming out from him.
Yeah, he's definitely got the queen count going up. He's got a big wall here. Should be alright. Is it the triple Evo?
And pretty much a strategy right now for MeomaikA is just maintain this lead, make sure that GogojOey can't put me at another disadvantage, build up my roaches, or I guess roaches and Lings? Question mark? That's a +1 melee.
Yeah, I assume he's waiting for the enough for the other upgrades. Since he has 3 Evo chambers for the wall, he might as well get all 3. You know, that's what I think MeomaikA is thinking, because that sounds like MeomaikA's line of thinking. Knowing how he plays.
I would not be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, knowing how he plays, that's like his thought process.
Conventional wisdom. Yeah, conventional wisdom would tell you, no, it's too expensive this early on, but when has MeomaikA been conventional?
Yeah, this is a pretty good contain here, though, from GogojOey. He's got the link count here to really keep MeomaikA from expanding, which is a big problem.
Oh, it's absolutely a huge problem right now for MeomaikA, and he's not continuing to... He's not looking to do any damage here. He's just, as you said, looking to contain his opponent and try to sneak ahead here.
Yeah, just try and find any advantage he really can.
I will say that it does get a little worrisome, though, at a certain point, because since MeomaikA isn't able to get any drones up, since he isn't able to expand, he is most likely just thinking, I'm going to focus everything on my army. By the time I break out from here, I'm going to go for a push. He is working on third base, though, but I have a feeling that's more for production than anything else at this point.
Yeah, I doubt he's really going to focus on his econ as much, as he's already got a decent army count out. I don't think he plans to stop.
Yeah, this 1-1 is going to be finishing up pretty soon, and we should be seeing him just utilize that to their best of his ability. Probably not going to be sending the queens out this time. I mean, it is romanticide we're talking about. The rush path does snake around. There aren't any speed zones to take advantage of, but still, a lot of Lings and a lot of roaches that he's going to utilize here.
Yeah, it's definitely... Roman is a very big map. Like, it's by far the biggest map in the pool, I believe.
Oh, definitely, if we're talking about area-wise.
Yeah.
Not the longest, not the widest, but definitely the highest area.
Yeah, as GogojOey coming in here, he's just on pure Lings right now. Like, it's just a bunch of Lings.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, but MeomaikA has +1 damage, +1 melee, so he is going to be winning out on these engagements, and on these straight one-on-one engagements, until GogojOey gets his +1 melee up. Oops, spine going down.
Yeah, the funny thing is that MeomaikA is working on a roach push, but he's already getting so much damage done with his own Lings. +1 range on the way. GogojOey did buy himself some time to get a couple of spine crawlers out. He's getting himself in a very nice defensive position here. And again, this is romanticide we're talking about. It is so hard to push up the ramp.
Yeah, the ramp is very large, so you can get a really good arc prepared. Though these roaches here might be able to do a little bit something, but a +1 from the Zerglings is going to be enough with a really good surround there.
Yeah, the +1 carapace from MeomaikA definitely helped out for a while, but once that upgrade finished up, it kind of became negligible. MeomaikA regrouped with the rest of his army, and again, GogojOey has a nice defensive position, but it's only melee units he's got with these Lings. No roaches for a concave or anything, and the spine crawls starting to get piled down. Alyx, I don't see a lot of transfuse energy on the queens.
Yeah,
this might just be it.
Yep, all the spines are down. It's just Lings, there's gonna be mutas coming up, but it's not nearly gonna be enough. Like, look at, there's a decent roach cap. There's 4 Ravages here. I mean, at this point, the writing's on the walls.
Very much is. GG's call. MeomaikA not gonna be disappointing as far as today. He will be taking that Demi SEA Weekly Championship. GG is called.
That sure is.
He was called a while ago, but
3-2-1 to MeomaikA.
3-2-1 go, yeah. A little thing there, but yeah, it's kind of continuing the, I guess what a lot of us expected here. MeomaikA was definitely the favorite in this bracket. Fortunately, didn't see much of some of the other high-profile players like Seether or like Hut or what have you, but definitely a pretty close tournament we had, all things considered, despite our finals over here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, this bracket is still not updated. Demi is still asleep.
Well, yeah, we'll let him know. We'll let him know what our results were. We can remember. We have very good memories here, so not too big of a deal.
I mean, it's in the chat history.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Light and Kudo are taking notes, making sure that gets sent off to Demi.
Yeah, writing it on paper over here.
Something like that. This is, yeah. Overall,
Describing a tablet.
Yep. In 2021.
One way or another, this information is gonna live on long enough for Demi to upgrade it.
I'm gonna get you one way. What? Anyways.
Is that copyrighted? Might be copyrighted, but regardless, congratulations once again to MeomaikA. I will say I'm very impressed by GogojOey from this particular weekend, yesterday and today, showing off that he is... I feel like he's really been improving his decision-making every single time he makes the logical choice. Unfortunately, you can't really rely on that against MeomaikA, but even still, adapting his play, he's realized that how his normal playstyle against somebody like MeomaikA not really working out too well. So he's just kind of did the opposite, and it worked out very well in game number 1. And honestly, in game 3, I believe it was also possible that it would have worked out for him. But yeah, unfortunately, MeomaikA, he's a sneaky boy.
He sure is, and we never know what he's gonna do next. He just kind of does things, and then they might work. It's just drugs is the best way to explain it.
And he doesn't even use them.
No.
It's high on life.
I don't understand. It's wild.
Nobody does. Let's be honest.
Nobody does.
But with that, I believe that just about wraps us up. Once again, Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat. There's still a couple of coupon codes left to use here. You can add on to that Lord Loken contribution over there. Shout out once again to Lord Loken. !Patreon, that gives you instructions of stuff and whatnot if you would like to continue to support the Cranky Ducklings channel, or consider also a subscription. We've got some new emotes coming out. We have a Oh No Platypus and a Mariachi Duck. Very nice to look out for. Gonna be live. Yeah, look at that. Really nice to look out for. Gonna be live once again tomorrow for ESL Asia. That's gonna be in about, let's do some math here. 12 minus 40 minus 1. So it's 12, 11. It's about 10 hours and 20 minutes. No, 24. No, wait.
20 hours.
24. About 20 hours from now, yeah. Something along the size. 22 hours. There we go. Thanks very much, Kuro. And with that, Alyx, where can we find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/QueenAlyx_. QUEENALYX_. Not spelled out, just the symbol, the underscore. I stream some stuff there. I just play video games because they're fun. And you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Alyx_casts. Again, it's ALYX_CASTS. I finally have the Twitter that people that follow me for StarCraft casting don't get spammed with everything else that I'm interested in.
Hype.
Woo!
It's a pretty important distinction to make there. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like nobody that follows me or cares about me in the StarCraft scene is gonna care about my other interests. So I think it's a good idea to separate StarCraft from everything else.
Yeah, you have personal from your business life, so to speak.
Yeah, because I mean, casting is definitely more of a business thing for me at this point. Even if I don't make money off of it, I gotta be more professional about it. You know?
Yeah, it's just good business.
Yeah, it's just practice.
Nodding my head.
Yeah. What about yourself, Yaku?
You can find me over at the twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. I may or may not be streaming, but definitely going to be laddering a lot as, fun fact, Friday is going to be the last Duckling Open I can participate in a little while. So, yeah, I'm going to be laddering a lot, may or may not stream that. Twitter.com/EmporiaYakuzaku. !Discord. In the chat, you can find myself as well as Alyx, as well as our caster, our observer/production for the evening group, otherwise known as Kuro, otherwise known as 16 Squats and Seki. She's also at twitch.tv/16 Squats and Seki, as well as twitter.com/60squads. Unless it's the other way around, but I don't believe it is. Apart from that, buy my shirts. We will see you tomorrow for ESL Open Cup Asia. Unless there's anything else, to add in here.
No, nothing I can think of. We've
I think that's just about it.
At Torino. Don't forget to follow us.
Let's
if you want to see more content.
And of course, let's all get excited for in about 3-ish hours from now. I am Katowice, the round 36. We'll be continuing forward. 4 players going to qualify tonight for that round of 2024.
Yeah, that's for sure.
With that, we'll see ya. Bye.
Bye.